Good evening, YouTube. This is your host, Jay, and I am launching my channel today. And this is my first video because, I saw some things, and of course, Pete Hegseth. I mean, that clown show. Yeah, I guess we're not going to talk about anybody's email servers anymore, right? Yeah, so obviously that's the big topic of the day. Hegseth and that group of merry incompetents posting emojis while bombing Houthis like a bunch of teenage girls in a group chat. Um, I never thought prayer hands would be for anything other than school shootings, to be honest. But apparently it works for military operations as well. No, what caught my eye today is something that I think has gone fairly underreported, and something I just know because of previous, knowledge and employment, and sort of knowing that the U.S. used to refine about 90% of Venezuela's oil. So it caught my eye today when I saw this news article pop up about Trump says any country buying Venezuelan oil will face a 25% tariff. Now, why was that interesting to me, you might add? Well, first, I thought, man, this is really dumb because the U.S. buys like 90% of Venezuelan oil. Are we going to put a tariff on ourselves? Like, this is stupid. But then I researched a little bit more, got a little bit more into it. And so one of the reasons that the U.S. was refining Venezuelan oil is that we have refineries on the Gulf Coast that are very used to refining very dirty oil that has a lot of contaminants in it, like heavy oil, dirty oil. I believe, if I recall correctly, at the time was a lot of sulfur compounds, stuff like that. But the U.S. had the only refiners that are capable of doing that. I believe Citgo or somebody else, I'd have to look that up. Trust me, I will. Has built a bunch of refineries there, so that Venezuela now refines about 70% of its own oil, and we refine very little of it. However, we are still a major purchaser of Venezuelan oil. But what caught my attention on this is President Donald Trump said Monday that he will impose tariffs of 25% on any nation that purchases oil from Venezuela. This is on CNN. By the way, if you care to like this comment or anything, this content, please remember to hit subscribe and like. That's how, if I, grow channels like this. Obviously, this is my first video. So hopefully you guys enjoy the content, and, we can continue on here. But as I said, the Trump tariff. So Trump's talking about tariffs on Venezuela, and not tariffs on Venezuela, but tariffs on any country that purchases Venezuelan oil. Now, this is obviously something that Hegseth and all that fuckery has totally blown down below everybody's radar, in that China is the largest purchaser of Venezuelan oil. So realistically, what Trump's doing here is a stealth tariff on China. So right now we're sitting at about 45% with China, and an additional 25%. I mean, come on, folks. I mean, we're in a trade war. He's putting us in a trade war for no reason. I mean, day one, he's going to lower prices. He's raised them instead. Now he's trying to put another stealth 25% tariff on China again. I mean, this is almost mafia tactics. Hell of a nice economy you have here. Shame if someone wrecked it. I mean, this is just ridiculous. We got reciprocal tariffs coming. I think the end game might actually be to throw us into a recession, and there's probably reasons behind that once I do a little more research, I'll put in another video. But suffice to say, I think there's some strong arguments in favor of why they're doing this. It's not good for any of us, but again, it's something that we're gonna have to live with. In other news, apparently protesting Tesla, a private car company, is now domestic terrorism. and at least one sitting Congress member, Jasmine Crockett, who has been quite, in my opinion, at the forefront of Democratic kind of quote legislative resistance to this administration. Uh, you know, the Attorney General is warning her not to speak badly about Elon Musk. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, at this point, I'll take Ashcroft and his covering up the lady justices, girls, over any of this stuff. This is not anything that the United States has, really had to deal with since I can't remember a time. I think possibly during Abraham Lincoln's administration there was a similar situation with the Attorney General, but I honestly can't remember a time with the Attorney General threatening a sitting legislator about speech. I mean, in Congress, a Congress member should have first. I mean, everybody should have First Amendment rights, right? But you would think on the floors of Congress is where they would. I mean, the executive branch would stay out of it. But here we have Pam Bondi, who I don't know where she got her law degree. I mean, some of these Trump world figures kind of seem to have gotten their law degree from a Cracker Jack box, but she's threatening a sitting congressperson, telling her to watch her mouth. I mean, what are you going to jail her for her speech on the floor of Congress? I mean, are we really prepared to go that far? Anyway, I wanted to talk about the Venezuela thing because I thought it was interesting, very underreported. And I know Hegseth, and it just seems like everything the Trump administration does is just, you know, overshadowed by the five other things that they do that day. So I knew this has gotten very little play. The fact that we're basically essentially putting another 25% tariff on China for real. Hey, I hope you like your your $75 cheap towels and stuff like that from Amazon, because that's where it's headed. All right. Uh, anyway, everyone, good night and good luck. Bye, YouTube.